apron. Okay, now, so here it is. I'll just put it towards the table. So this is my kurti. Can you see? This is my kurti. So if you are taking the cloth for the kurti, yeah, sure. Please share the live link to your network so that more and more people join and more people are benefited by this session. So this is a plain kurti. You have to measure the kurti from this side, from the end of the kurti, from down of the kurti to here, 32 inches. So the length of the apron is 32 inches and the width will be as much as your kurti. Okay. So I'm going to cut 32 inches from here to here. I'll take 32 inches and I'll cut the cloth. So from down, always when you are making a apron from this kurti, measure it from down. So from down I'm measuring it 32 inches. So I have taken this here and at 32 I put one point. 1 minute, I'll just show you. So at 32 inches, we are putting a point at 32 inches. So this is 32. From down, the length of your apron is 32 inches. Always this is the standard length of the apron, 32 inches. Both the side I will be taking 32 inches. So this side also I will measure 32 inches. 1 minute. So this side of the cloth I am going to measure it 32 inches and I will cut the piece out. The width is according to your kurti, whatever is the standard width of the kurti, we will keep that. We will not reduce or increase anything. So this is also, but see that your kurti is a straight kurti. Go for a straight kurti or slightly A line will also do, but don't go for umbrella kurti or something like this kurti. The kurti what you are doing, it should be, so this side also I am taking 32 inches. So 32 inches and 32 inches I am going to cut this out. So this is 32 inches of mine here. So I am going to cut this cloth out. And then of course I will show you how to draw the neck and the armhole for your apron. That is very important. So I just, the length of the apron which I am going to make today is 32 inches. So fold it like this. Just fold it lengthwise and we'll draw the neck and the armhole for your apron. Okay. So we are just folding it and see, this is the folded side. The closed folded side your neck will come, is your neck side, and the open folded side is your armhole side of your apron. Okay. So now, so we'll bring it here, we'll show it here. What I will do, I will just try to make this cloth a bit straight so that we'll just cut it straight. So I'm just cutting it straight first so that from top also I'll get straight. Down already it is straight. So okay, done. Now from the folded side, I think we should be able to do. Yeah, I think you should. Which is very easy. From the folded side, this is the folded side. Remember, this is the folded side. The folded side, you have to take 5 inches only. Here to here, 5 inches. Here to here, 5 inches. Now, where the 5 inches is ending, from there you put your measuring it up and straight down you take at 10 inches. Straight down you take at 10 inches. Okay. Now, here it is 10 inches. So you draw a straight line. You draw a straight line, right angle here. We are going to make the armhole. So from the here to here 5 inches, here to here 10 inches. When the 10 inches end here, you make a right angle. From here to here, you take towards the open area. Take a straight line towards the open area. So you get a right angle here. In this right angle, just create a curve here. So I think I will just take another marker pen so that it is more visible to all of you. Yeah. Now, just see here. So first draw the straight line. Here to here is 5. I am writing it down here. Here to here is 5 inches. Here to here is 10 inches. Here, and then after 10 inches you have to just take this straight towards the open area. Okay. So straight towards the open area. Now in this area, just from this area, you try to just create one curve like this for your armhole. This is your armhole. So this has to be, this open area has to be cut out. I will cut that area out. So you have to cut it out. So you have to cut and make the armhole of your apron. Done? Now, so I'll just open and show you. Just look at the shape of your apron. This is your apron here. This is your neck area. Straight, it will come straight on your below your neck, and we'll put the rope here. And this is your armhole here. One rope will come here, and another rope will come towards this armhole. Okay, and so this is how the cutting of the apron has to be done. I'll just pull it out and show you from top to bottom. So here it is the straight neck, which has to be square. Don't go for round U or any neck. It has to be square, straight line, and the curve here and the curve here. And you go on pulling and making it till down. So this is the total length, as I told you, is 32 inches. And width is whatever is your kurti. You take the width and then here to here from the close and here to here 5 inches. Where the 5 inches end, then you take 10 inches and put a straight line towards the armhole and cut it and make the armhole. Okay, till here the cutting I have already done for one piece for all of you, and I will show you how it has come. So this is the same cloth, the back side of the kurti I have taken, and I have attached rope and all. I'll explain you how to attach the rope and how to attach the lace and everything. So I have done all these things so that I can do the applique work on this and show you. Okay, so here it is. Now can you see here this armhole, this neck, and this thing? Okay, and the thing like this. So all these what we have to do, take fabric glue, and I'll show you how to attach your basically how I attach this one. I'll just explain you and then I'll come back to this again. Now see, so what you will do first, you these ropes, basically you get ready-made ropes, colored ropes, which you use in your in skirts, and also which you if you have in your in skirt any rope, you can pull those ropes out. So I have just pulled this rope from one of my kurtis. It was hanging for my kurti. I pulled this cotton rope out of that. So you can, what you can do, so basically first you have to, one rope you have to put here, another rope you have to put here. Put the rope, one rope here for the neck, two rope, let it be open so you can adjust them according to your neck size. And then we have to put one rope here and one rope here. So 4 ropes for the apron will come. So what you have to do, basically I'll explain you. I had one rope here. How to first put the rope with Fevicol and then start putting. Yeah, there it is. Suppose this is your rope. So first you have to put your, I will explain you how to put your rope. I'll just small pieces I will cut and I'll put and show you how to attach your rope, how you should place your rope, and then how to place the lace on top of that. Okay, now this side, don't put the rope like this. For the armhole side, don't put the rope like this, put the rope like this. Both the side, it should be, both the side, take nicely fabric glue, no need of stitching. So just take fabric glue and put your, first put your, nicely your ropes. So this rope has to go this way. Then we come to this rope. This row has to go straight upwards. Okay, it has to go horizontal. This has to go vertical. For the armhole, it has to go vertical like this. You have to place it vertically for the armhole, which is vertical to you. And this neck area, you have to place the rope. The length of the rope can be 10 inches to 12 inches. That is one scale. The length of this rope can be 10 inches to 12 inches. You can use lace also. You can use any rope, any jadi rope, any rope or any cotton string, whatever you have at home. So I just pulled this string from one of my, even lot of blouses you have where you have this tarsal and you are not using it. No more you are using the rope in the blouses. You can take out those tarsal blouses and you can use them. Even in your kurtis or even in your inners, these ropes are there. So I have just pulled from one of my kurtis, which I no longer am using it. I am using it. I have used them here. Okay. Now, so after sticking this in the four corners, you have let them dry up. So you have to give them little drying time and then take the lace, whichever lace you want. Now put the lace in the edges of the thing you apply the lace, and try to keep the lace very close to the cloth, covering the edges of the cloth also. So you have to stick them properly, nicely, and then after sticking them, you have to go on sticking all over, all around. So in this way, first I have attached the ropes, and then in this way all over I have attached the lace. So you have to attach the lace and keep it for drying. So once you attach the lace, you have to leave it for drying for at least for might be 2 to 3 hours. Once they dry up, then only you should do the applique work on top, because you have to stick it properly. See that the edges are not visible. Stick it properly, taking it along the curves, covering the edges, and then after this you can cut it out here and again put glue on this and take straight to your neck. So this is the way how I have stuck the lace to the cloth. So you have to stick the lace and leave it for drying. After it dries up for fixation, sometimes you can iron it for fixation, so that is not an issue. Or after finishing all your work, you can iron your cloth. So we have to leave this for drying. So as this much I have completed. Now I show you the applique work. Okay, I hope it's clear to all of you. Use fabric glue, stick the rope and stick the lace. Okay. Now, so we have already stuck everything here. Now I am going to cut the applique and show you how to make the applique and how to stick the work. Now the applique, we'll make a pocket. We'll make a pocket in the center. So get the center point of your thing and a rough drawing you do, so that I'm going to make a pocket in the form of a pot, and inside the pot lot of flowers. So we will just check where is our okay. So this is the center point. Place the cloth nicely and get the center point, so that you know the center point. And in the center point we will have to place the balls. So this is your armhole. From the armhole, the pocket should start from your navel point. So basically we assume it 16 inches from top. From the top is 16 inches. So this is where your pocket should come, so that when you put your hand inside your pocket, it goes inside your hand easily goes inside your pocket. So it is from the top, from the neck level here to here, it is 16 inches. In 16 inches the pocket should end, and we'll make the flowers. So while wearing it, if we put our hand easily goes inside the pocket. Okay, so I just created the point here, and now I'm going to make the I have another printed cloth. I'm going to cut a pot here, a flower pot and lot of flowers here. Okay, so for that basically we have this cloth here. Let me get the printed cloth. I'll just get the printed cloth and come. Okay, 2 minutes. Just give me 1 minute. So here it is. So slightly whenever you are working with the applique cloth, iron it little so that you don't have any much crease there. So I'm going to make a flower pot in this, the grey cloth. We have two cloth here. The grey cloth we'll use for the flower pot, and the red and yellow cloth I'm going to use for the leaves and flowers. Okay. So here it is. So we can you can make the pot in the form of a pocket. So your pot will work as a pocket. So here we are. Now what we will do, we will make this straight, and this side also we will make it little bit straight. And slightly cross we will cut so that your pot looks like a pot. So you can slightly make it cross, slightly cross. So instead of making a straight rectangle, because we want it to look like a pot, so we will make it slightly cross. Okay. So the pot is slightly tapering from the down and wider from the top. Or you can cut any shape, you can cut, it's all up to you. So this is basically flower pot, so you can cut any size, it's all up to you. Whichever shape you want, it's all up to you. So here it is. Now what we will do, done. So just place glue and stick the pot from 3 sides, not from 4 sides. We will stick it from 3 sides. One side top we'll keep it open. So if you keep it open, it will work as a pocket for you. Okay. So that's all. It will be working like a pocket for you. You can use, as I told you, for a plain cloth use printed patchwork, and for a printed you use a plain patchwork. Okay. So this is the pot here. I want to put a lace here. So this is the pocket area where I want to put the lace. So in the pocket area, I will first attach the lace, and then I will, because this side I don't want to stick in the cloth. So what I will do, first I will attach the lace here, and then we will take it as it is. So here it is. I'm just attaching it here till here. Okay. So we'll keep it for drying. Might be if all the 3 sides you want to attach, I don't want to spend time now in attaching. Anyhow, I have to attach the lace for all the 3 sides. So I don't want to spend time now. So what I will do, I will basically use it as a the other 2 sides I will do it afterwards. So what I will do, I will just now 3 sides I am going to just put it in the center of the thing, and I am going to attach 3 sides. I am going to fix the thing. Okay. So this is the how the placement will come in the center of this, and so 3 sides I will just put the glue and I will attach it up. So what you will do, gently put glue on this cloth inner side and then place it on your cloth. The inner side you place the glue nicely, not in this side. Don't put in this side. This should be open because it is your pocket. It will have like you can use it as a pocket. Okay. So now what we will do, we will put it here in the center of the thing of your apron. In the center you can attach, and of course we are supposed to add here. So nicely spread it nicely and attach it. Okay, so now this area we have to put lace here also. So we can attach the lace and just leave it for drying. Put glue, just one thin line of glue, and attach the lace on top of that and leave it for drying. So that was the reason why we have put the thing like this. Okay, so just put the glue nicely and you attach your, see that there is no wrinkles. Attach your lace properly, or you can also cut a cloth lace. I'll teach you how to make your own cloth lace if you don't have lace like this, but lace like this, they look nice. And I will teach you also in the end how to make your own cloth lace. So we can cut in some pattern in cloth, and we can like borders, like spirals, and like curves and triangles in a running cloth, and you can attach it like a lace. You can create your own lace. So I am basically using this. Okay, and then we have this area also. So I am basically trying to pull them up. Okay, so here it is. We will just put some glue nicely so that it overlap and stick. Okay, done. So the pocket is ready. Remember, this side we have not that's why we didn't add glue here. So this side is open. You can put anything inside your pocket. Can you see? I can put my hand inside. So that was the reason I had put the lace first here and then put glue only on 3 sides, and I have stuck in the pocket area. So your pockets are done. Now we will make the flowers and the leaves, and then after that we will highlight it. We'll cut and stick them and highlight it. You can make any flowers and any leaves and any pattern. A very easy flowers and leaves I'm going to teach you. A big flowers I'm going to make, and a lot of leaves I'm going to make. So basically we will make a, so I will make a, we'll take this cloth here and we'll make big flowers here. So might be here we will take. Okay, so simple flowers we can cut and make, and 4 flowers. Okay. So here it is, and 3-fold. You can even make petals like flower, like sunflower. So basically anything you can make, it's all up to you. Or you can cut 2 types of flowers. I'll show you. One is like a petal flower, and the other will be like a, so same way you can cut the leaves also. So basically these are all so so here they are now. So random put glue and stick them, stick the flowers all around. So you have to put nicely glue. I'm just putting glue, little glue, and trying to arrange and put, but you should put glue very nicely and put and arrange. So like this, arrange them properly. Or what you can do, in the edges, yeah, that will be better. Take glue, put in the edges. So your edges, basically you don't need to put in the centers. The edges, they get when you put glue like this in the edges, automatically your cloth gets stuck. Instead of putting it on this cloth, you put in the edges of your leaves like this, and you can stick them up. So basically random I will stick big flowers, overlap and stick them. So how many I have cut? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this 4 I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to attach them, overlap and create one flower. Okay, so basically, so and then while sticking them, overlap them, see that they overlap each other. Okay, and any cloth you can use. So basically what we will do, we don't want to close the pocket, so you can put this one inside so that it doesn't, your pocket doesn't close. Remember that. Don't let your flower petal come on the pocket. If it comes on the pocket, you won't be able to use your pocket. Okay. So, and one more we will cut here. Done. Now, so basically here we will put one circle. Might be a gray color circle I will put, or anything, any color, and then we will basically so then oval, might be an oval or round shaped circle, so that it looks like a ball here in the center, and you can put it, and of course you can highlight it with your lines. So here it is. So we will put a little bit here glue and stick the. So this of course has to be highlighted with your 3D outliners. So while sticking it, see that you don't get any wrinkles. Spread it nicely. Spread the cloths very nicely to the surface and stick it to the surface. But the down cloth and the top cloth both has to be spread nicely, and there should be no wrinkles in the cloth. If it is there, before it is soft, you should check it out. Okay. So basically you have to pull, both the material has to be pulled and done, so that you don't get any wrinkles in anywhere. Okay. So basically we have done it. Now we will put it, put this ball in the center. So same way you will, one more flower we will put here, and then of course we will put some leaves. So one more big flower we'll make like this, and we'll make a leaf also. So, all of you can, this is basically, you have to make a apron and share here in this ATM group, and also in our Facebook page, or in, you can WhatsApp me on 9840724819. There is a competition going on, so whoever makes the best apron will be the winner, and we'll have a gift for him, gift for them from our side. So please create a apron in the method which we have taught you, and share it here in the ATM group, and also in the and WhatsApp us on 9840724819. So we can basically create 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this way you can make an apron and share with others. So all will get lot of ideas, because everybody is creative here, and you will be using your own ideas to make the thing. So please make a piece and share with us, even in this group, and also in the in this group, and also in WhatsApp, and WhatsApp to us on 98407. So the best 3 aprons will be gifted from us. We are going to gift all of you one of our paid session, totally free. So do make a apron and share with us. So here it is. So we are fixing the next flower. I hope all of you will surely make one, because the materials are easily available at home. You don't need to go hunting for any of this material. Most of you will be having this material at home. So it is basically a designer apron for you, which you can make, and it will be useful also. So at home you can use it. So and it is easy to make. So we have a very easy method and very easy materials we have told you. And of course we are going to highlight this with our paint and color. So additional paint and colors can be used to highlight your work, which we are going to do. So basically we will be doing it to highlight the work. So to any flower you can cut, you can make like cut and make flower like this, or you can make any whatever you want. So it's all up to you. So there is no hard and fast rule what type of flower you want to make. Applique work, this is very simple applique which we are doing it, and lot of other works are there in applique. So we finished 2 flowers, and now here and there we'll put some leaves. So then your aprons will be ready, and then with the 3D outliner you have to highlight your design, and you have to add some dimension to your design and highlight your work. So basically we are going to use the 3D outliner to highlight your work. So basically this leaf has to go inside. We don't want to bring it, though it is big and it's coming on top of the pocket, we don't want to bring on top of the pocket. We want to take it inside, so as we told. So, and then we are going to put a circle here for the round circle. So let's make the round, one small round for the center of the flower. And very easy method of coloring I am going to show you, so that your work will look more nice and you don't have to put much effort. So here's the center part done. Few leaves I'll make, I won't make much leaves because or might be the leaves I will do with the 3D outliner. So let me use the 3D outliner and make some leaves and some paint and all, and highlight our work. Okay. So what you can do, you can directly take the 3D outliner here and use your finger. Can you see? And I'm going to make some leaves out of the 3D outliner. I'm just going to paint them up. You can also work with your cloth, or if you want you can just make out of this. So I am not in place of this, you can use also your cloth. So I just want to take see, you can create some ferns, some leaves like this, so that your little bit more dimension you can add to your work. So I'm just making some leaves here and there with the 3D outliner. I just scoop them out and I'm making. So we are basically adding some petals here. So just pull your finger inwards and make some petals like this. Okay. You can even cut some cloth and put, but we don't want to cut some cloth and put, so we are just making freehand some leaves here, so that when it dries up you can add little dimension to your work. Okay. So basically be careful, the thing might get stuck down, so because the 3D outliner is slightly gluey, so it might get stuck here. So just add some leaves here and there. So we are just adding some leaves here and there. Okay. So you can basically use a brush also if you are not very comfortable. Take a brush. With the brush you can do. So with the brush you can do. See how nice it is becoming with the brush. Just take a brush and put the 3D outliner and make some leaves here and there. Paint with your 3D. See. So we are just making some petals, leaf like petal here and there, so that your flowers get some leaves here. Okay. So basically now So this is a golden color here. So we are highlighting the thing with the golden color. When it dries up, it will look more nice. So when it dries up, it will look more nice. You can highlight this design also. We can highlight this design also. So it's all up to you what you want to do and however you want to do. So basically, we can highlight it. Just take it little more down so you can have a look, more closer look. So we have not yet completed this. Little more higher. We'll do outline work and we'll try to complete this. So that it looks more nice. Okay. We have to do a little bit of outline work here. So just wait. Okay, so as it is, however you want to attach, you can add some bushes in the background. So these things can be also done in fabric, but I am doing it in 3D, so you can do also in fabric. So we basically want to use the 3D and see the 3D paints, they look very nice. So basically we wanted to use and show you like how you can paint with your 3D paint. Okay. Now, just use a black or some dark color 3D outliner, and we have to create some lines on this. So the nozzles sometimes get stuck, so you always be ready with safety pins to open the nozzle and then wash with it. So yeah, done. Now look here, all these designs what is there, I am highlighting it with the 3D. So it's your creativity, you can do something or the other what you want to enhance your work. Anything you can do according to the pattern or the design what you have stuck, you can do anything. I am basically trying to highlight the pattern what is there on this pot. Usually many pots will have some design, so basically I am trying to highlight the design on the pot. So you can if your pot is plain, you do anything whatever you like. So there is nothing like that. Okay, so there it is. So what we can do here, a small thing has fallen down. So what you can do, you can make a small circle or a triangle and place it there, or oval shape and place it there. So the basically, so 3D itself acts for sticking. So if you put little 3D and you put your cloth there, it sticks up. So basically they act for sticking purpose also. So you can create again with some pattern, you can cut on this and you can create some design here. By sticking the cloth in the plane, you can create your design. So these are basically, I'm sharing the techniques with you. Here also, suppose if I put some flower, I'll show you. You can put a flower here and you can cut it out. Basically, take some yellow color cloth and small flowers like just zigzag we will cut, and try to oval and zigzag all the sides and try to create some flower just by cutting some curls and like this. So, or some heart shape you can put. So the 3D itself acts for sticking purpose. You can put the 3D and you can put the cloth, and then you can use the fabric glue also, and then you can around it you can create some design. So basically what we mean to say that the 3D is also can be used for sticking and coloring purpose and also for designing. Okay, so we have designed this. Now these leaves I am going to highlight with this red color, and I am going to try to give some dimensions to my work by using the 3D here. So all of you please give a try and do make a very sharp. I am not going to make because the leaves are very not very sharp, they are very rough. Since it is applique, it's not painted, so I am just putting a very rough outline so that my okay. So I am just highlighting the work by just adding a little rough outline with this red. You can use any color. Dark green also you could have used, but red was there, so I have used red also. You can use copper, gold, whichever color you have you can use. So basically we are just giving a outline to the leaves what we have done, so that they look more like a leaf. Okay, and same for here also. So whatever leaves we have drawn here, we are just giving some outline with the 3D. And as I told you, if you don't have applique cloth, you can take white cloth, paint with your acrylic color, and you can cut patches in that. That way also you can make your own patches. Suppose you don't have cloth, you have white cloth at home, take white cloth, paint it with fabric color, and then cut the flowers out of that. Okay, so done. And then here one is left, so we are going to create there also. And of course, since it is your customized this one, what you can do, you can always write in this a slogan. How you feel when you are cooking in your kitchen, you are happy or whatever it is, you can do. So contrast we can put here, some contrast outliner we can put for the leaves so that the leaves look nice. Okay, so I am putting this yellow color. Where did my pin go? Yeah, I have this yellow color here, outliner. So 3D outliner, I am going to outline all the petals, highlight all the petals. Okay, so this basically also we can fill in this yellow color so that it looks nice. So if you want to fill also, you can fill the color and you can create the design. Okay, so basically inside this we can give a dot, inside this we can give a dot, and here we can give a dot, here also we can give a dot, and here also we can give a dot. Now we will come to the flowers. So for the flowers also I am supposed to do the outline. I am going to outline the flowers. The nozzle is not coming on. Wait, we need to clean the nozzle. I hope all of you are liking it and surely will give a try. So surely give a try and share with us in okay. So here it is done. So we are basically here it is. So I'm just giving small outlines which you can do also with paint. If you have a fabric paint, you can do with brush also, but with the 3D outliner it is easy to do. Okay, so same way a few lines for here also, just to highlight your outline. So all of you can give a try and please share a work with us. Okay, so that's all. Done. So almost it is completed. So I'll just bring it more down and so that you have a more closer look of the applique work. And please give a try and make a applique work like this. And let me make some space here so that I can push them more down and the whole applique work is visible to you. 1 minute. Here it is. So the apron is ready. It's looking very colorful and very nice. Happy cooking. If you want to write some slogan here, you can write a happy cooking, your enjoy cooking, whatever it is. Suppose if you enjoy cooking, you can write I enjoy cooking. So this is the apron here. We have completed. Hope all of you like it and do give a try. And if any doubt and any clarification you have, the glue we have to put here some more. This is opening a little bit. Slightly we'll put here. So it got disturbed, so it is opening. So anyhow you can stick them up. Okay, here it is. So here is the apron. Let me push it a little more back so that you can have a clear view. So this is the apron here. So all of you have I think it's nice, very beautiful and very colorful. All of you will surely give a try. I want to write a slogan. I love cooking. I enjoy cooking. So happy cooking. When I am cooking, I am really very, very happy. Like many people are very happy when they cook and basically when they try new recipes. So it's a stress buster for many people. When they are tired, they'll go inside the kitchen and they'll cook something different and something very tasty, what they want to eat. And good food is always a stress buster. So all of you do give it a try and let us know. Okay. Any doubt and any clarification you have, please let me know. I am ready to clear your doubts. So here it is. So here it is open. 1 minute. Yeah, the pocket is open, so we can keep something inside the pocket. So we have opened the packet here, and if you want to write here Master Chef or anything with the 3D outliner itself, we can write. So let me write something. That is also one option. So you can write your child name here. Suppose if you are making this apron for your daughter or son, you write his or her name here. And I want to write happy cooking, so let me get the 3D outliner and I'll write with the 3D outliner itself. You can write. So basically it will stay. So in an artistic way, I'll write here happy cooking. I basically enjoy cooking, so I am going to write with the 3D outliner. You can write so I am usually very, very happy when I cook. I love to have food, and that too good food and different cuisines. So I am writing here happy cooking. Yeah, Master Chef, whatever you want to write. So with the 3D outliner itself, you can write. So basically, the 3D outliner itself, it will dry up and it will work as a thing for you. It will work as a thing. So it will work as basically, so you can darken it again. Suppose if the writing is very light, we can put one more coat of outliner and we will darken it again